Hello, beautiful collective. It's Satya, back with another message, back with another reading, back with another video. I hope you guys have been doing well. It is a new moon reading, It is a new moon in Taurus, baby. New moon in Taurus. The new moon message is about economy. This is asking us to look at our lives from an economic standpoint. How are we using our resources? How are we using our time? How are we using our energy? This new moon, represented by Venus and the wheel, and with the theme of economy, is really asking us to think, plan, create a way to nurture and grow, a system, a discipline, or a structure that's going to bring beauty, harmony, benefit into our lives, right? But not only that, but it will also bring a practical, meaningful, material benefit. Venus represents beauty, love, harmony. The wheel represents momentum, things moving forward, us being able to benefit from, where we've come from, the things that we've kind of done in the past, right? Connecting and continuing on. And in the new moon in Taurus reading that should be up by now, you'll see that the new moon is in Taurus, which is represented by Venus, but Saturn and Mercury are influencing this new moon as well. So again, this is really about feeding, tending, growing a discipline, a structure, a new way of learning, a new way of putting into personal power, a system, a framework that is well thought out, right, based on intellect and knowledge, that is going to bring us a material return, a material benefit, stability, security, and using that framework to, again, kind of push forward and bring harmony and peace into our lives. So take a look at that video and tell me what you think about it. Comment, like, share, subscribe. And today we're going to go ahead and do a reading. So let me actually just kind of fix that a little bit. Perfect. So I'm going to be pulling some major arcana cards from my super large deck here. And this is going to give us an energy of, the next station in life, where we are in our life on a larger sense. With this new moon in Taurus, it's happening, I think, at the close to the 28th or a little after the 28th degree. So this is right at the end. We're moving into the Gemini season. Gemini gang. So this is going to hopefully give us some answers, some guidance, some advice on what the next steps for us might be, where we can use this new moon energy to figure out, again, our next steps, what's been working, maybe what's not working so well, so that we can really find balance, harmony. We can build structures, create frameworks and systems that in essence are beneficial for us, bringing us safety, security, stability, right? All of those things that we ultimately deep down inside chase and go after, because that's what humans crave. Temperance. The Temperance angel speaks to harmony, peace, balance, the Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and on the the bottom of the deck, we got Tower. So we need to be making some big changes. We're in the middle of a big change. We need to make some big changes, or these type of big changes are coming our way. So we've got Temperance, the Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, Temperance speaks to peace, harmony, balance, being able to look at things from both sides, really being able to draw in and embody a sense of harmony, right? Overall harmony, being able to align ourselves, being able to consider, our needs, our wants, our desires, what's going on in our life, what's going on outside of our immediate circle, and decide how to alchemize all of that, right? How to alchemize all of that energy so that ultimately what we draw from our life, what we draw from our social circle, what we draw from the outside world brings into our heart space peace, harmony, love, alignment, a sense of calm, right? And the Chariot speaks to forward progress, momentum, keeping the ball rolling, a new course, a new path in life, moving forward by divine will, by self-mastery, by self-will, self-determination, being able to use our mind's eye, focus our energies, and overcome obstacles, being able to see the future, plan, and move toward that goal, move toward that future, move toward that opportunity with passion, with drive, with intensity. And the Wheel of Fortune. This represents cycles of life, right? The ups and downs of life, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. This represents everybody having their, look at this little guy in the corner here. You see him? You see this little guy in the corner? That's my little poo-poo man. But being able to, understand that we're all on the same planet, right? And while I'm really reaping the benefits, someone else is really going through it. And while I may be going through it, hardcore, somebody else is on the upturn. But that we don't stay in that position forever. Life moves in cycles, right? The wheel spins, the wheel turns. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light. But that things do change. And I think that pairs very well with the Tower, because this is about huge change, upheaval, chaos, a catalyst, a huge, significant, out of the expected, out of the ordinary, catalytic change that is really going to turn your life upside down for the better, if you manage that change the right way. So this, I think, pairs with the new moon in Taurus very well, because it does speak about using the momentum, using networks, connecting with others, putting our energy in the right pathway, right, to bring peace, calm, harmony into our lives. So we'll go ahead and pull a bit more cards and see what message we've got. 2 already. Okay, come on. Whoa, that was a little too many, but I'll take the top one. 10 of Wands. Oh, look. Wheel of Fortune. That was right there on top. And we've got 3 others, so let's pull it and see what we've got here. The 4 of Cups. Introspection. A feeling of kind of feeling flat, low energy. feeling like we may have missed an opportunity, or needing to pause, needing to think, needing to reflect on the choices we've made. Maybe we didn't miss a chance. Maybe what we thought we missed, we were really meant to not take that chance, right? Maybe if we did take that chance as opposed to letting it go by, we'd be in a worse situation. So that is the energy of the Four of Cups. No, thank you, sir. Don't do that. The energy of the Six of Swords. This is escape, travel, moving on, moving to calmer waters, knowing that we might be in a turbulent time right now, but change is coming. This is overcoming an obstacle. This is dealing with a past hurt, a trauma, a negative entity, a negative force, overcoming something very, very challenging, moving away to a better time, a better place. Then we had, again, the Ten of Swords, which is an energy of being really saddled with a huge responsibility, being overloaded, overburdened, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you've been taken for granted. Or this is having a legit responsibility, right? It's a legit responsibility, but it is such a big, heavy responsibility that you really feel stressed out by it, right? Having a legit duty or a legit obligation. But it's so intense, it's so heavy, it's so overwhelming that you're just exhausted, you're tired, right? And you've just been caught up doing way too much. Then we had the King of Swords, which is an air energy. This is a powerful, very powerful card. Integrity, honesty. This is an energy of balanced judgment. This is an energy of a person who can look at a situation, can look at a problem, can look at, whatever it is that they're involved in or is going on around them, and really make an analytical decision, make a fair, just decision. They can articulate their thoughts. They are an ethical person. They are a fair person. And they trust in their ability to make a decision that is right for them. And they're not going to be tempted to make a decision that is in the best interest of others, right? The King of Swords is going to make that judgment call in his or her best interest. And remember that just because this is the King of Swords depicted as a man, it does not mean that this does not apply to you if you are not male or man, right? We all carry masculine and feminine energies within us, and these cards represent an energy, right? They represent an idea. So don't think that this does not apply to you, because it does. And this card is the Wheel of Fortune, and it came out with, I think, the Ten of Wands doubled up here. This is, like I said before, life goes in cycles, right? This is an energy of divine timing. Life is going to give us exactly what we need to learn the lesson we have to learn, to move in the direction we've got to move into, to become the person we're destined to become. The Wheel of Fortune speaks of karma, of lessons from the past that we can never outrun. No matter what we do or say, we will experience trials, obstacles, tribulations, challenges, because life is trying to teach us a specific lesson. And until we go through that cycle and quiet, sir, and learn that lesson, that problem, that it will continually show up and teach us what we need to learn until we actually learn it. So that is the lesson of the Wheel of Fortune. So what I see here, and I mean, off bat, this is already lining up perfectly well with the Black Moon, Moon Oracle cards. This is really saying we are going through tests, trials, tribulations, challenges, obstacles. We are being presented with catalysts of change that are trying to teach us a lesson. Life is giving us currently, probably in the form of things that we don't like, but it's giving us these opportunities to learn our lessons, to become stronger, better people. Life is giving us what we need to learn so that we can move forward in a way that is economically wise. And that's going to allow us to build on the momentum of the work that we've already done in the past, or projects that we're undertaking, right? The wheel. It's giving us that opportunity to build on that momentum, to bring forward the lessons, the energy, the wisdom that we've got from the past lessons, and bring that forward, right? In that circular kind of motion, so that we can learn those lessons, continue to drive forward, right? With wisdom, with balanced judgment, being an ethical, intellectual, powerful person that finds truth in power, power in truth, and move away from a burden, move away from regret, move away from these things that have not given us peace, that have caused us more trials and tribulations, that have caused us, to feel overburdened, that has caused delays, restrictions in our lives. Life is always giving us exactly what we need to learn the important lessons. It's really a matter of, are we listening, right? Do we see that? Are we open to learning? I think the saying is, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right? Something along those lines. I think it's exactly that. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And when the student has learned the lesson, the teacher disappears. And life is constantly putting things in our way. It's the lesson of Saturn. It's the lesson of Saturn. They're teaching us by forcing us to go through challenges. And oddly enough, not oddly enough, synchronized enough, Saturn is a major player in this month's new moon, Saturn and Mercury. Again, go back and check out the video that's up before that. I haven't yet titled it and put it up, but you'll see it. It's the new moon in Taurus video. But it speaks exactly to this. Life giving us what we need to move forward in a way that's going to bring us benefit. That's going to bring us a new opportunity. That's going to allow us to start something or continue on with the development of something. That's going to bring us peace and harmony and material gain, stability, security. So what do we have here? Let's see what's actually on the bottom of this deck. Ace of Wands, bold, brave, daring, powerful, new challenge. I'm inspired to follow my challenge, to follow my passion. I am risking it to get it. Don't tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is the Five of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Tower in reverse, and I don't know if the Fool was in reverse or upright. I don't remember. So I'm just going to put it in the upright. So this is an energy of two paths, a decision needing to be made. He's looking out into the wide open. He's got a globe in his hand right there. He can do anything. He can go anywhere. He can have anything he wants. He's just got to make that choice, right? So this is sometimes an energy of travel, sometimes an energy of suddenly leaving, wanting to leave, deciding to stay or to go. Do I want this or do I want that? Is the grass greener on the other side? This is very much an energy of needing to make a decision. This is an energy of choice, restlessness, wanderlust, detachment, feeling anxious or anticipatory, right? Anticipatory is better than anxious. But it's that feeling when someone's presented you with some options and you're like, I don't really know. I want to, or having initially kind of made the choice in your head and anticipating, what that might mean. So the Five of Wands is an energy of conflict, fighting, getting into disagreements, having a struggle, being opposed, being up against somebody or something. It is very much an energy of chaos, clashing personalities. While the Tower, and we have the Tower here, we've got the Tower here. This is, especially in the reverse, this is about resisting change. Change is here, change is needed, change is happening, but I don't want to go through it. I don't want to think about it. I don't really want to indulge in it, right? I'm trying to avoid it. I'm trying to delay this change. I don't really want this to happen. I know it needs to. I know it should, but I don't feel like it, right? This is an energy of fighting against the progression of life, fighting against change. And the message from my other video was human beings want change, or human beings do not want change. They want sameness, they want stability, they want predictability, but change happens, period. It's something that we have to acclimate ourselves to, because the wheel of fortune is always turning. And when you fight against that change, when you fight against what is inevitable, you end up in conflict. You end up burdened like hell, right? You end up feeling flat, stale, bothered, bored, stagnant, right? You end up feeling unaligned and disharmony. You have a feeling of disharmony because you're not letting the natural cycle of things take its course. This is very much new moon Taurus energy. Taurus is asking us to make sure that whatever it is we're doing, however it is that we're spending our time and energy, to make sure that it's beneficial, to make sure that we're accepting the pain, the hurt, the obstacles, and releasing it. Releasing this Tower, letting it come, experiencing it, and letting it go. Overcoming, do you see that right there? Overcoming the depression, releasing the pain. Feeling that Tower, going through the motions, and then moving on. And the Towers that we're probably experiencing during this new moon in Taurus are probably related to the habits that we've developed around money, around family, around how we spend our time, who we're involved in, relationships, our relationship to money, our relationship to the people in our life. We're being called and asked to make some changes in how we spend our time and money so that benefits us more. Okay, the last two cards fell. Pow! Ongoing battles, feeling tired, feeling weary, feeling fatigued, needing to press on but not feeling like we can anymore, wanting to give up but being unable to give up. The 10 of Wands, there's the 9 of Wands. There's the 5 of Wands, there's the 2 of Wands. There's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of responsibility, there's a lot of burden, there's a lot of choices that needs to be made, settled, and released. And boom, damn, god damn, the 9 of Swords. Anxious, anxiety, fear, turbulence, being up late at night, at your breaking point, feeling guilty, feeling overwhelmed, anguish, pain, trauma, because we are not surrendering to the change. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, because I do. What's on the bottom of this deck? Oh, Lord, what child? 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. I'm telling you, look, I don't know who needs to hear this out there in the goddamn collective, but you need to give it up, honey. You need to give it up. Whatever you're doing, it ain't working. Okay? It ain't working. Whatever it is you're doing, it's time to let it go. It's time to let change come to you. It is time to allow yourself to surrender to this tower. It is time, because once you go through that tower and you stop resisting change, you will have a new opportunity. That's how life goes. Don't tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. We have the Ace of Wands, 2, 5, 9, 10. 10, the Wheel. This is going all the way from the beginning, right, through the Wands, which is often very much like a passionate, sometimes a struggle, right? It's the ups and downs of life. And with this Wheel of Fortune here twice, and having 2 10 of Wands here, which is the end of the Wands, and then coming back to the Ace, this is about the cycle. Starting at the beginning, a bold, daring, brave, seize the moment, risk what you have to get what you want energy, going through to the 2, making those choices, making those, decisions. Is the grass greener on the other side? Then jump the fence. If it ain't greener on the other side, stay on this side. Going to the 2, to the 3, to the 4, to the 5, fighting conflicts, arguments, right? Facing your ego, striking challenges down, going through the fight, all the way to the 6, to 7, to 8, to the 9, feeling battle weary, feeling like, you really have persisted. You've learned from your past failures. You're gathering your strength for one final fight, to the 10 of Swords, being completely done, carrying your burden to the finish line, crossing over that finish line and laying down your burden to start something new. That's what this is talking about. Okay, as the young people say. Y'all, this was here on the top. This is an energy of things needing to come to an end. This is an energy of having to submit to change. You've been struggling enough. You've been trying to make it fit. You know how Cinderella, she was the only person to fit the glass sliver because, of course, her fairy godmother made it for her. And her sisters, Anastasia and Drusilla, were like trying to shove it on their old big old feet. And I don't know if it was Anastasia or Drusilla, but she put it on her foot. She's like, I'm gonna make it fit. And she puts it on and her foot goes boing, 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 and it flips the shoe all the way up into the air and it comes down and it crashes. That is this. You've been trying to stuff your big ass foot, your corny bunion ass foot into a glass slipper, and it's not working anymore. And the shoe is gone up in the sky and it's come down and it's crashed. That's the tower. Sometimes the shoe fits, sometimes it doesn't. But when the shoe doesn't fit, you don't wear it. You don't overburden yourself by trying to make it fit. You just be done, right? Look at that right there on the bottom, right there. I listen to my heart and follow my knowing. It's time to listen to your heart, give up what's not working, take your turn on the wheel of fortune, come back up over the top, release these burdens, and move forward to a new beginning, a new passion, a new opportunity. And that is what this black moon, this new moon, is giving us. It's giving us a chance to realign, reassess, rethink if what we've been doing has been working or if it has not been working. And if it has not been working, this energy is asking us to accept the change, find yourself, align yourself and your self-respect with authenticity, with beauty, with wisdom and stability. Not just the material things in life. Align yourself with the things that really mean something to you, that are really important, and that are bringing peace, harmony, success, stability, security into your life. And if it's not bringing those things, it's asking you to give it up. So we're going to pull some cards from a deck. I think I've only used it once or twice here. I don't even use it for myself very much, so we're going to try to use this more often. But I think it's like ancient wisdom. And this really speaks to outcomes, right? If you do this, then there's a positive message. If you don't, right, there's another message there. And it's again ancient wisdom. This is giving us insight. This is giving us focus. This is giving us guidance to do what's right. And if we do what's right, there's a consequence. If we do what's wrong, there's a consequence. If we pay attention and take heed to what the world and the universe is telling us, there's a consequence. If we don't, there's a consequence. Whoa. We've got ungrateful, thankful, motivated, inert. I think this is speaking to, again, this wheel of fortune, right? Inert or motivated. Are you motivated to make the change? Are you motivated to put in the work? Or are you going to stay stagnant? Are you going to allow the wheel to stop, right? Are you going to allow that momentum to slow to a stop? Are you going to be ungrateful or thankful for the lessons that life is teaching you, right? We have the opportunity to learn from every single thing, to learn from the trials and tribulations, but also to learn from the beautiful moments. Don't be ungrateful when this tower comes through. Yes, it might be tough. Yes, it might bring things that we don't want, but ultimately it is wisdom. It is providing us with a learning opportunity. Inspired or unimaginative, brave or fearful. Are we going to embrace change? Right here with the tower in reverse versus the tower upright. Are we going to be brave and face this change, or are we going to be afraid of what is on the horizon? Change is coming, whether you like it or not. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. The wheel is always turning. And if you have the opportunity to be motivated, right? Embrace that change. Move forward with bravery. Then you'll end up being thankful and inspired by these new things in life. If not, you'll be living an unimaginative life full of fear, ungrateful for what the world has given you, and inert, stagnant, and stuck. So I think that is the message, you guys. It's been repeating itself from layer to layer to layer to layer, and now with our ancient wisdom. There's really not much more that I have to say, except that I've had a wonderful time doing this reading for you. This has really spoken to me in a very powerful way. I hope it's spoken to you in a very powerful way as well, because we're all on the Wheel of Fortune together. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. I'm hoping that this has given you a level of clarity, maybe some encouragement, maybe it's highlighted some things for you, but I hope that it's given you what you need to move forward down the path you need to move forward so that you can become the person you are meant to become and moving forward towards your North Node. Remember to stop by my Etsy shop, check out my new offerings, and follow me on Instagram. Okay. It was nice seeing you guys. Come back again for the next one. Bye.